Hey, this is Prometheus giving you a third part of my universal defense out of the 43-34. It's the quarters defensive set, and basically we're going to go ahead and flip the play once again, and we're going to be using the following play, which is going to be the FZ2 deep. Now, this is going to be a high risk, high reward play because basically where the coverages are set up, the coverages are going to be in areas that are going to have a lot of holes against your opponent. Now, this is an easy setup. Once again, it's not going to be any different from what you did. Actually, it's going to be faster setup than previous blitzes, and it's going to get some extreme heat off the edge. But you have to take into consideration this does have a lot of holes in the coverage, and if you're playing against a smart opponent, he'll actually be able to pick this apart. I would not use the FZ2 deep blitz on a regular basis. This would be something I would sprinkle in maybe on a third down situation, especially if my opponent starts picking up on the tendency of hitting the flats, because you'll have flat defenders out there to go ahead and take away those flat rates. So let's go ahead and show you this breakdown. Really, the adjustments is going to be the same as before. We're going to go ahead and hit our Y or triangle button. We're going to baseline. We're going to hit our Y and triangle button, and we're going to go ahead and show blitz, and it's going to bring all my guys down like that. Now, the next adjustment we're going to do is we're going to crash our defensive line down. What does this leave? This leaves us 5 guys in coverage. That is actually not a very good situation to be in. You've got several holes against this. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and QB contain. This is a very easy, quick adjustment. Now, the last adjustment I can do to just get a little bit more quicker edge pressure, I'm going to take this linebacker, I'm going to slide him over to the right there. And then I'm going to hover over this right tackle to go ahead and preoccupy him with the blitz, and then we're going to go ahead and watch this blitz in action. Now, one other adjustment that you can make, and I do this primarily because I don't want to get beat deep against my opponent, I'm going to do another coverage adjustment, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the triangle or the Y button, and we're going to hit the right stick with over the top coverage. That means that my corners are actually going to go, they're going to go up. They're not going to crash down to the flats. They're going to go up and try to go ahead and take away any kind of the deep bomb. It's still susceptible to the deep bomb. Let's go ahead and take a look at this blitz. Alright, so once again, I'm going to go ahead and preoccupy that tackle right there. And I started pulling off on coverage, and that safety got picked up on that. But on the back side, as you can see right here, I've got a tackle against 2 defenders, and Khalil Mack just comes in, but Peyton Manning, being a stoic 40-year-old quarterback, actually takes and just blocks, just go ahead and knocks that tackle off. Now, what is good about this particular play is that basically I've got another defender in the area that's going to go ahead and check up and let that guy over the middle. I got another guy over here. I've got the safeties are going to be coming across and taking those deep balls away, and then I've got a user basically the middle of the field with a particular play. So it's going to be a lot of holes on this defense. Now, most smart opponents, and this is what is critical to understand, is most smart opponents are going to try to go ahead and hit the flats. So let's do this against a different play so you can see how it takes away flat routes against an opponent that starts going ahead and adjusting out of these blitz schemes, out of the cover 3 blitz schemes, and goes ahead and tries to hit you in the flats. So if your opponent's going to hit you with quarter strikes, basically he might be attacking flats against you. You get a look like this. And once again, I've got pressure up the middle, dual edge pressure like that. So high risk, high reward type of blitz, and this is going to be used to go ahead and attack your opponent. That's going to get rid of those flat routes. So with a streak flat concept, it's basically going to have 2 defenders in the area against your opponent. Once again, I've got another guy coming into the flat. He's going to go ahead and take away the flat, and then I've got a user in the middle of the field with this defender. So it's going to be, my user ability over the middle is going to be really huge with this, but this is going to be something if your opponent starts checking down the flat routes with the cover 3 shell, because the cover 3 shell essentially does have a bunch of guys in the middle, and if you go into this FZ2 deep, basically it's going to give them a different look, and then you got the dual edge pressure that's going to give, it's going to force him to make a play really quick. He's going to have to get rid of the ball. Even if he blocks 6 people, you're going to have basically 2 people coming in. against that edge, and there's just no way you can do that unless he's blocking 7. So this is a really good play to go ahead and utilize in your base play scheme. Just a nice little play to go ahead and pick up on. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to wrap this up. What are the different plays or things that I can do to confuse my opponent, to force him to go ahead and not be able to read exactly what I'm doing when I'm playing against this game. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. And go ahead and look at the next play. The next play we're going to break down is going to be some of the coverages that we're going to do to disguise and confuse our opponent with.